Me mo bibi akwaba eba MELODIES TV so. And me the reports bro of President Akufo Addo nsemo a wone other African leaders ko shiemu ewo Washington embra wo mu ne America for di nkitahudie nsemo a President Akufo Addo kokko kan ya trendy. And yeah, sorry, you know, you want to say a BBC phone so I report you on the story. Now, it is not even a BBC reporting info. It is how people reacted to the reports. And someone called for Eka, President Akufo Addo, and I'm saying BBC report no. BBC and so the subtle message they sent to Ghanaians and then people all over the world over President Akufo Addo reports no. And no reaction I'm a and then first time we have subscribing and click the notification bell on the so. We end the latest news be about one sa ebeka. We have a new YouTube channel. Link no our comment box no more click and subscribe it am I. Anyway, yanko. I say if we stop being beggars and spend African money inside the continent, Africa will not need to ask for respect from anyone. We will get the respect we deserve. As a Ghana's president Nana Akufo Addo made the statement on the day the IMF fund agreed to give Ghana a $3 billion loan to alleviate an unprecedented economic downturn in the country. Eti omukoti President Akufo Addo nsemo a wakan our country African leaders, we all know that. Now omuwe no musan so ede boss say President Akufo Addo just omu kan crofo omu nim story no. Omu se ni bakra wakan
MELODIES TV on YouTube.
Leaders. Momo nkonko sika emfri Western world ehono. Nipa kro no dey na workers asem na sa dey na wako IMF ama odekoto sere akwa akoto munima IMF grante Ghana $3 billion a year loan. Asemwa BBC for Ekan they didn't say $3 billion program. Omode shemu say loan. After say akwa akosire sika. Now read the commenter in Crawford ever pass here in Crawford all over the world. We in Ghana for pet in Crawford all over the world. Let's read the comments and see what they said. Or see, Mr. President, Your Excellency, I don't believe what you just said. You know exactly that your time is up, and no way you can get money free except your own pocket. Please, I beg, let our brother Dr. Baumia also come and extort small from the Western world. They say, Indiana Baumia sombra no on baby. Na bakone say no spell Baumia ne kra no. Obe hu ne say wonye Ghana ni. Obi nso nsem obe try wo say is easy in the zona. And this person obviously is not a Ghanaian. We hwe ni din a. Ne kasa no so yente ase Google nso amfa translate and sorry Facebook amfa translate and to ase. Na ye beka se ye be translate ni ehu de wo kan try ye mampanyi. I say we need action. Almost everyone knows this. I say wake up Africa. I say you have spoken well. But why do you go to IMF to borrow $3 billion? Now you are advising other African leaders not to borrow from the West. And I don't want to believe this person is also not a Ghanaian. Okay, now for 4 hours, any need in a picture. Also be a Ghanaian to me who on the picture. This person is also not a Ghanaian. I say, okay, the same thing. I say, wow, they are good at giving good speeches in English, but do differently. This person is also not a Ghanaian. If I go away from Uganda, until Uganda ni no when you I can say yatre yenye mampeni. Now oh Uganda for mumu mampeni Museveni was the no. Ana Museveni Uganda na Rwanda. Uganda, Rwanda.
MELODIES TV on YouTube.
Rwanda na eba akono. We finidi. But Uganda Museveni akokra watene kunja ne so mpeso be free so. And saying yet say watene kunja so for over 20 years. Nan saying yet say o blame ni opposition. And omo a obabeji kunja ne free omo nsem say omo enema okrom ni mu ayeden. Aza Ghana yenye krana na enye some of your countries so. Anyway, I'm just being a patriotic Ghanaian, but enya hwe senia ye ka omo de no omo so wo kwan so omo be kan fa yen so ye de ho omo nka. O see Africa should get its own currency backed by gold. The fiat money systems work better for highly branded countries. We need a gold standard. That's what African Union should be discussing. And this was the dream of Kwame Nkrumah and Gaddafi. And we all saw how they ended at Yasia. I see a begged with pride, LOL. Or better say a beggar with pride. And I say a begged with pride. Okay. A friend of Frank Ishen, not as or no do a gun. I say his actions do not reflect his ideas. Obinso dia wakano Majoka Walanka. Osha wanu so wonye Ghana ni because ohwe you see what baby a friend no Mandawi Malawi into what Malawi eh that say Uganda for ne Malawi for no na mo munya yenye president na mo ka mo adwan trend sa no o Malawi new president can be nimidin. I say unfortunately such fluent speeches are delivered with an intention to drive them into some space in history books. We are good talkers but poor planners. To be as more can say President Akufo Addo nsem a work na obe say da chimba e ba be hu ne say de okan ye ni nanso say obeye de work na de da bi. And this person is also not Ghanaian. Osha studied at University of Allahabad. Allahabad. Melodies
TV on YouTube.
Let me quickly check. Allahabad. Krube no. Allahabad. Allahabad China, India. Hey, not just a Indian phone na munso mu. Hey, what's that? When you go for the Indian phone in number can be a train. Hey, I say you're 100% right, but we can't reason properly. I say the great. Okay, will be by your advert. I say sorry, the world is already a global village. I say, hey, Mr. President, have you stopped begging? We have some more cash. I say, and eventually he borrowed from IMF. A Dri Sam into a Dri Sam there. Oh, yeah, Ghana ni. Be a fellow a Dri Sam there. A Dri Sam there. Ghana di. I say that is true. I say, and the word we refers to who? Doesn't it refers to you leaders? Who will teach you on how you maximally use African resources in Africa? And you been so oha onye Ghana ni country President Akufo Addo say maza unim de wasa oye na ma me country say we one hwan. I say this Ghanaian president is not serious about his words. Me hwe ni pako wen so bibia wo free. Okay, one throw baby of free but hwe ni dia onye Ghana ni. I say you should have said that when you haven't gotten the loan. It will be so ononso onye Ghana ni nsem a woka tre ye mampanyi no say onimuanka embra ye man loan no e no kan sa nsem a woka no. So a lot of people sharing their thoughts. I say, and those who give arms to Africa will not allow that to
Melodies
happen.
TV
they will
on
strive
YouTube.
to making the continent poorer and poorer, that we should remain beggars. I say, Ghana is being a mockery of itself. Who is this? When so you're Ghanaian, okay. I say nothing but the truth here. Okay. So far, as my President Akufo Addo Obinso eba betro French. Let me see the translation. I mean, translation in Mamona. And then let's call it a day. Translation in it. Say, do you take time to read the comments from the African youth? I feel like they all died in the name Africa. They say that being African is to throw others away. They unravel and go on the path of confusion with slander. The biggest influencers of this devastating system are our beloved artists. Today in Africa, this is witchcraft that is ruling society. All we see and notice is sand traders and slave traders, stories of human motor vehicles, just horses running around and around. Hospitals are filled with imaginary ill vagabonds. The street is full of merry and happy disturbed by incompetent leaders. African society looks like a tin can. It makes me laugh, but I don't think it is funny. I feel ashamed. Let's work on the right path to move forward in the right direction. There are almost Islamic churches and mosques in Africa. But what's good? are they doing apart from taking money from our moms who care about our well-being? Their children education is dying in who care about their well-being? Their children education is dying in Africa because of this religious system that the Lord hates more than anything. You have to educate children well. You are not in this place for drumming guides. My job is to cut out all others, Lord, that put their belongings before the will of the Lord. I'd better warn you before the dragon returns. Hey, Charlie. Anyway, the whole world, in some the way they are reacting to President Akufo Addo in some, I say on the cameras it is true. Behind different soundtrack. George Banks there. We didn't say Ghana in you. Anyway, one time I dream,